Greetings and welcome back everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Join me for this one where we're returning to the northern mid-latitudes of Mars to a huge area called Deuteronilus Mensae. This is a new site just to the west of Pyramus Fossae. Lots of anomalies in this one, guys and girls. Let's get cracking on. The high-rise photograph is simply called Deuteronilus Mensae, and I'll include the link to this page in the description below. Hi-Rise acquired this photograph on the 20th of June 2016 at 30.4 centimeters per pixel, and I'll be showing you images cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file, just over 500 megabytes in size. There's a look at the terrain in the low-res black and white, and the anomalies I'll be showing you are some of these white specks littered throughout this region. The coordinates for this site of interest are 47 degrees 12 minutes north, 39 degrees 49 minutes east, and it's to the top right of this region called Deuteronilus Mensae. Right there in the middle of this image, folks, you can see it sticking out like a sore finger. We've got a rectangular structured item measuring about 10 by 10 meters in size, and a close-up reveals straight edges, check that out, right angles, look at the uniform thickness or width to these two sides, and then this strange part running through the center, and then these structured items on the top. Look at the 2 or 3 parts over there at the back, spaced almost equally apart, and look at the interesting shadow this thing casts. Could that there be a hole? Is this lying across a hole there in the surface, or is there some type of structured item? It doesn't look like a natural boulder or rock. And there we're looking at another one of these strange rectangular items with a small block on the top. This one here measures about 5 meters across, and again check out the straight edges, right angles parallel to one another there and here, and then the strange block there on the surface. Seen so many of those on Mars. And then this long narrow part there, it looks like some type of slab maybe. This is about 14 meters long, and it looks like it's got like an L shape to it, but it's difficult to tell. Strange parts here in the center. Check out the dark spot there. This looks like a raised part going across the one side. Don't know what's going on there, but check out the straight edges again. Right angle, slightly rounded corner over there. Also, very smooth, bright surface over here on the left-hand side. Here we're looking at 2 similar parts lying parallel with one another. Look at the uniform gap between those. The 2 parts look very, very similar as well, and they're basically the same length. This one over here seems to be slightly elevated off the surface over here to the bottom left. More blocky items over here to the top. So what could these be? Doesn't look like random objects to me. We're looking at this strange part over there to the right. This one over here to the left is also pretty interesting. Let's zoom in on this piece. It's about 14 to 15 meters long. Get the straight edges, right angle there, and over there slightly curved over here to the left, and it's definitely elevated off the surface over here. So could these be two interlocking parts? There's also an L shape on the very bright surface of this object. Check that out. See if you can spot this one, guys. We've got a long object over there, but there's something next to it of particular interest. This is in that part of the photograph that's really blurry and it breaks up a bit. You can see the long narrow part there. It's about 12 meters long. Check out these three bright spherical objects sticking out there. They're very similar in size and shape, and they're arranged in a triangle. And yeah, we've seen so many triangular patterns on Mars as well. I wonder if this is some type of structure inside this walled in area. And we're looking at a rather tall point in the center of this disc-shaped anomaly, which is about 10 meters across. Check out the shadow it casts. And then off to the right, we've got that long narrow part there. It's also very uniform and symmetrical in shape. And then this long part over here to the left. What the heck are we looking at there? This is another interesting structured type of anomaly. It's about 12 meters across. Check out the two bright spots there. And each of them is inside what looks like a hollowed out area of this larger piece. We've got a V shape at the back here through the center line of this object. So it's very symmetrical. We've got the two dark areas, two bright pieces inside each, and then that V shape at the back, and each point of that is slightly raised above the surface. And then to top it all off, we've got another one of these square surface features. Check out the straight edges there, right angles, and then there's more of these smaller blocks and items that seem to be surrounding that squared off area. So could this have been the foundation of a structure, some type of surface mining activity? Who knows what the heck's going on there? So there it is up close. Check out the block over here to the right. Another one down there. Could this have been a structure that was blown apart? And there's another one, very similar in size and shape, found close to this site in an area north of Okavango Vallis. There's another one I thought I'd throw in. This one was featured in Fourth Pyramid, found at Raptor Zone Complex on Mars. Also straight edges and right angles going on there, folks. Okay, let's shoot off to that site. And there it is, guys and girls. Let's briefly check out these anomalies again. That there looks like some type of structure. It's even got a grid-like appearance to it. Okay, let's have a look at one or two sites close by. This site over here is about 360 kilometers southwest. Let's check out the anomalies there. Okay, I featured these recently as well. There's that strange rectangular surface feature, and then the six-sided feature as well. Let's see what else we have around here. Oh yes, this is where I found this really strange symmetrical dome-shaped artifact, and it has a very similar shape to the face in Cydonia. As I speculated before, could this be an incomplete face, or was this also a dome-like feature that eroded away? Can't say for sure, but it really is interesting. Let's shoot off to the north and see what's here. This is in Kanowski. Check out the alignment of those similar rocks or boulders there, next to these two rectangular parts, each with a small protrusion knob of them, and right there in the center we've got that small block. And then this, two similar narrow parts. It's got a small disc on the one side and a small part in the center of that arrangement there. This is also weird. It's got like a skirt and then the small dome-like part in the center. And then we have what looks like the top of a Stonehenge. This is about 60 meters across. And not far from it, another circular pattern. Get the arc over there, and similar items arranged next to one another, very similar to that there. And then these rows and rows of what look like tiles or slabs, maybe even blocks, on this one side of Kanowski that looks like a pyramid. Each of these blocks is about 5 by 5 meters in size. And then to top it all off, we've got this strange triangular anomaly over there. It's about 25 meters per side. Look at the triangular part in the center, uniform width. Get the rounded design there. And then over there, this looks almost like an arch that stood up, fell over, and then this piece broke off there. I don't know what that is. But it definitely doesn't look like a boulder or a rock to me. And then let's have a look at what else we have around here. Let's go up to the east. And this is in Pyramus Fossae. Check out the disc. It's 12 meters in diameter, lying up against what looks like some type of part over there. Could that be a boulder that's lying up against? Who knows? Then that strange craft, it looks almost like a flying saucer. Look at the disc shape. It's got two winglets on either side, and then the dome in the center. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided object with a part in the center. It's almost like a sarcophagus, 12 meters long. Small block this round part there on the one side. There's another one of these square items, rounded corners, the small dome-like part in the center. Partial hexagonal shape there. Get the symmetry in this. Long narrow part lying on top of that dune, sticking over the edge. Small block on top of that. Check out this piece. Also symmetry and geometry. You've got the two round sides, a smaller part in the center, and then that piece sticking off the center of that one side. How can that be natural? And then the square item, that looks almost like a little hatch on top of it. That's open. Some of these could be natural. That's highly unlikely that they all are natural. Wedged part there, another wedged part there. This piece, it's like a sculpted item. The rounding, uniform thickness to it as well. Right angle there and there. This looks almost like a ship's rudder. Very strange item. Get the width of this rounded part. Strange quarter disc. This looks like the other piece lying on its edge. Strange block on top of this. There's another partial hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Got this triangular part. Small part there at the apex. Another sarcophagus type of anomaly there. Not that it is, but check out the rows on top of this block. Looks like it'll hatch again. Another disc. The typical triangular layout. Strange square part on the center of that one side. There's another one of these partial hexagon shapes. Looks like an eye that's been carved into that block. There's another triangular pattern there. Also looks like a type of a sarcophagus thing. Strange little triangular pyramidal feature there. And there's another one close to it. Check out that small part right there in the center of that block. Just a huge shout out to Blake and Brent over at Third Phase of Moon. They just featured more of my Mars anomalies. Thank you guys, much appreciated. The team over at Third Phase of Moon is doing an incredible job. Let's have a chat in the comments below. Let's share some ideas about what these possibly could be. Are all of these items natural, folks? This is the question. Let's have a chat in the comments below and let me know what you think. I'd love to read your analysis and opinion. Thanks again for watching. Do take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.